Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Evelyn. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new here, thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. So today I'll be having someone else come to this channel to talk with us. So it's not only my experience you are hearing as a student. So she's a student and she's a student in Germany and she'll be sharing her experience with us. I'm so excited. And so we'll be talking about our experience in Germany as a student and all other things, we'll flow as the spirit leads. So stay tuned. Hello everyone, my name is Evelyn. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So today I'll be having someone on the channel. Her name is Oge. She's a YouTuber. She's a student based in Germany and she'll be coming over. So it's not only my experience you're hearing on this channel. She'll be sharing her experience and her life as a student in Germany and many more. So she's also a YouTuber. I'll be putting our YouTube link and our page on the screen and in the description. Please do well to show her some love. I'll also be filming with her on our channel too. So when you watch this, you can also go ahead to watch that too. And so stay tuned as the next voice you're going to be hearing is going to be hers. Hello, Oge.
Hi. Hello, beautiful people. That's what I always say. I always say, hello, beautiful people.
It's nice to have you
Hi.
here.
I'm glad to be here. Pumped.
Yeah. So, please introduce yourself.
My name is Oge. Ogena Onoha Omere. But that's too long, so I just say Oge. And I'm an architect and interior designer, and I'm currently studying as a lighting designer. So I'm kind of
as a what?
Lighting designer.
Wow.
Yeah, so we do architectural lighting design, stage lighting, theater lighting, everything lighting.
Wow. So, one quick question: is your course in English?
Yes, it is.
Wow. What's the name of your school?
Hochschule Wiesma. Maybe that's the name. Yes.
It's allowed.
Hochschule Wiesma University of Science and Technology, Design and Business.
Wow.
The name is very long.
Wow, that's really nice. Nice to have you here one more time.
Thank you.
How long have you been in Germany?
I've been here for 2 years, almost 2 years, not exactly 2 years, but almost 2 years. So a year and 8 months.
Okay. Wow. Nice. Can you tell us, share your experience, how it has been as a student so far? Here we go.
Stories, plenty. Well, generally it's been cool, yeah, but it's been really stressful. First of all, let me just tell you, first gist, that's how I embarrassed myself the first time I came to this country. So I went to school the first week because lighting design is not something we do in Nigeria, yeah. So the way I even got to do the lighting design was just because I didn't want to do pure architecture for masters again. Since I was already doing it for 5 years, I'm like, guys, what other things I want to go and do with this master's degree that I'm not done right? So, so I thought to search for any other thing in architecture, and then lighting design came up, and I'm like, this might be interesting. That's how I applied, yeah. So it's not like I had a proper knowledge of what this whole thing is about. That is how I got to the school.
Okay.
And then the first class I resumed late because of visa issues and all. So I resumed them, I think 2 or 3 weeks late. And then I got to class and they were just saying baby grammar.
So many things. Over your head.
Everything was flying over my head. I'm like, guys, you will be cooling down in this. You will be calming down, no? So because that was my first class, the professor wanted to speak to me one-on-one so that she can bring me up to speed as to what has been happening since I resumed late. Then I got to her office. I and one other student got to her office. And then she was telling me, okay, do this, that. I know that there's a particular word that was really strange to me. Is illuminer. So they kept saying luminer this, luminer that. At some point I said, excuse me, what is a luminer? The woman looked at me weird, like, you said? I said, I don't know what that is. She said, that is what you are hearing. She said, that's all you are going to be doing in this course, working with luminaires. So luminaires are
Like,
literally lamps or lights, but you don't say lamp because the lamp is the whole structure, but you say luminaire because luminaire is like the most technical part of it.
okay.
I'm like, anyway, thank God I asked this question when it's just 2 hours.
Wow.
The class will be like, who is this? Where are you from?
It's good that it's just in the gathering of 3.
You understand? And the way she looked at me really funny, like it was very surprising to her that I had no idea what that was. So, but in my mind, I said, well, it's only one time that somebody's to look stupid.
Yeah, true.
Once you look stupid that one time, that's all.
That's
Now
all.
I can enter the class and me too, I'll be saying, yes, the lumina is this, that.
Wow.
It's interesting. And then the scene with, I'm talking so much, I hope it's good.
No, it's okay. That's what we're here to do.
Okay. So I know the thing where maybe like you left secondary school, you're going to university.
Yeah.
Your secondary school, maybe you used to take first and everything, and then you get to university, you see that people are not smiling.
Not gonna work.
I'm telling you, the same thing. These people just shocked me.
Yeah.
People are saying things, baby grammar here and there. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So you put no book like this.
Yeah.
And it's all of you that I'm going to be in this class with. This is interesting. So for like the first few weeks, I was confused. I don't know what I was doing in that school. I was just anyway, they said, let's go here and go and see. I'll go there. I said,
Interesting.
Okay. And then as you're having conversations with people, some people are asking, getting to know people, and somebody like, how long have you been trying to get into this course? How did you get into this course? I'm hearing different people's experience. People are saying how they've been applying for like 5 years. Some people have been applying to get it for like 6. Some people are applying for scholarships. So this one saying he has been working with a lighting design firm. He has been doing this. It's wonderful.
Now like that, this course particularly like this.
I said, you people don't mean it. Then they now asked me, so how did you get into this course? I'm like, Whoa.
I applied and they took me.
I said, I just searched though, and I saw the course. I liked the sound of it. And I applied, and here I am. I don't know all these things people are saying. I don't know. The guy was like, you mean you had no idea what this course was about? I said, I saw architecture out there. I shall know that. I shall know that the lights we'll be dealing with is in architecture. So
I'm like,
I cannot be too bad like that. It was ridiculous, honestly. It was so funny. But all in all, after a couple of weeks, it was then I found my footing. Yeah. I got into the rhythm, and then I knew what I need to do and all of that. And then I started understanding that all those English that those people were speaking, they're just using words to just fill up spaces. Not like they knew any special thing.
Exactly.
They would just continue to say, it is very interesting that this. You will use English and fool the whole thing. I'll say, oh, God, you have not answered the question they ask you. Answer the question. Don't use English to confuse us.
I think that one thing that's also so that, just like you said, is confidence. Even if you are saying nonsense, just say it. Just say it. The professor will first say,
That's true. But they will now tell you that, okay, well, what you just said though is not true. Is nothing but you know, because the way we are, like, even if you have it, if even if I have answers to the question, I still have doubt. I'm like, don't let me talk. At least if we still say the answer, let me still shut up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but right now I'm learning to like speak out, to answer questions during, now that everything is now online. I have to, I'll put on the microphone and say, I think that it is this and this. You know, someone say, you see, you did it story, you during the story, you spoke, and they were like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, appreciate what you know. I am appreciating it.
It's the, it's the same thing with me when I'm so now that I'm having this conversation or talking to people that I'm friends with, I'm
Mhm.
very cool. I talk very normally,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I know something. But once they say come and present your work, hey Jesus,
yeah. I
my
think,
voice will just disappear.
yeah,
I'll start
imposter
shaking.
syndrome.
I'll
Yeah.
start talking and at some when we're still having physical classes, my classmates will be like breathe in, breathe out. So I'll say, my professor said he will enroll me for a class for presentation so I can build confidence.
Confidence.
It was not just because of a new environment or anything. That's just me. I'm always scared of presentations, even from way back at home. But if that presentation is bringing money, I ain't going
Ah,
to be scared anything.
I'm gonna shop.
Open up my voice and shout. But because it's going to be criticized, yeah, I
Yeah.
feel very scared. I'll be shaking. But after my presentation, I always say, I didn't do well, I've done rubbish, I've done this, I've done this. But I didn't know that even my poor presentation, my work was still good.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, for example, we had our master's thesis presentation, topic presentation.
Okay.
So you're supposed to have 10 minutes to present for it. After all the talk that I talk, rush, I think I used like maybe 4 minutes. And that was it. The professor said, are you done?
Are
I
you
said,
done?
yes.
I think
I'm
so.
finished. He said, okay, this, that, made his own observations. And then that was it. My presentation was the shortest presentation in the class.
Wow.
So I was feeling very sad that my presentation was not good. However, in recent times, as I'm talking to my classmates as they're calling to know, hey, what's up? What are you doing? How we doing this? How we doing that? I was complaining a few times to some people, and I'm like, my presentation were really bad. So I'm trying to make sure that this final one is going to be really good. And they're like, no, you did a very good job. You knew what you were doing. That you didn't waste time because you knew what you were doing. You knew you had this, you had that, and the professors liked it. I'm like,
Mm.
I'm not that bad like that. Oh.
Yeah.
So generally, I would say that it's been good, but it's been really stressful
Yeah.
because Germans are really finicky. They're very detailed. Everything is just extra with these guys. So the kind of research they do for Nigeria. Oh, I'm now speaking pidgin.
Continue. Flow.
The kind of research we do in Nigeria where you just do something really shabby and you just shall go and submit and use
Yeah.
pictures and bobo everybody and fill it up. Man, these guys don't even take it
I know
funny.
work like
You just they start asking you for detailed everything, detailed sources, detailed. I'm like, guys, people should be cooling down.
calming down. So the next question is, can you compare it to studies back in your country?
No, cannot be compared. It cannot be compared for several reasons. Yeah. For example, my own field, I don't know for other fields, so I can't say for others, but for my own field, it is the difference is really wide. Like even in terms of quality of information that you're getting, what you're exposed to, um, the material that's available for you to work with. So, for example, when I first did my first project here, we had so many things to build. So yes, in Nigeria, we used to build models,
Mm.
mock-ups, and all of that for our architectural work. But we're very limited in terms of materials to work with. When I got here, they had everything. They had every single thing you need. They had the different workshops. In fact, I went to all the workshops and I was just taking pictures and I was sending to my classmates. I'm like, guys, we are joking in this
Yeah.
country. We are playing because they had everything you needed to work with. So what happens once you're done with the whole school process, you're not just proficient in your course of study, you're also good at some other things. So you know some bit of woodwork, some bit of metal work. Like I do lighting design now, but I can do a lot of lighting connections. I understand how all of that works because I'm seeing it working physically.
Mhm.
As against what we do in Nigeria, I did lighting design in Nigeria as part of my architectural course. But I tell you, I don't know Jack what I did there. I can't even remember what it is they told us in that lighting design class.
Mhm.
You understand? So the difference is really much. Then when we talk about what you see, so for
Yeah.
example, you're in Nigeria studying architecture, and you are just seeing boxes, you're seeing lots of buildings with funny roofs,
Mhm.
especially if you are studying in a place like Oka where me I studied. Where all you are when you come outside, all the buildings you are seeing, they are really ugly looking buildings. And for some reason your whole mental dreaming or whatever, all
Just
the design
conditioned
things you're
around it.
thinking somehow, yeah. Even the things that you're thinking that you have designed schoolwork that is gang, then you now go online to see your mates in the abroad that
Yeah.
are doing that are doing the same course, and you see what they are doing as schoolwork. You're like, why? Why
Yeah.
is this life like this? I think it's really different. And then here, I see that the professors here are very open. They
Mhm.
allow you to express yourself,
Yeah.
to bring in your own thoughts and your
Mhm.
ideas. They want to see your personality in your work.
Mhm.
Unlike in Nigeria, no, is that thing that they told you to do, that's how you should do it. So
You must
don't
be
do
written
any
like
other
that.
thing.
Yeah.
They say draw your lines like this.
You
Draw
must
it.
be like that.
Don't see like that. I remember there was a drawing one time we did where we were having a lot of chamfered walls. So chamfer is something that looks like this.
Okay.
So we're having a lot of angled walls and all of that. And then the lecturer said that this cannot work. I've not graduated then, but I knew that this can work. Like, how can you tell me this cannot work? Like, these buildings are everywhere having
Yeah.
ridiculous angles.
Mhm.
And you're telling me here that simple, maybe 45 or 30 degree angles can't work. So they kind of limit our thinking,
Yeah.
our creativity, they box it up they put it in a box. And then you find that when we're out of school, very few people tend to do well in
Yeah.
terms of creativity.
Mhm.
So the rest just do the same thing that we have been doing everywhere, build the same house, horrible, ugly looking houses. But we don't call it ugly because I cannot tell somebody that your work is ugly.
Yeah.
But really, they're not nice. Yeah, they're just conventional.
Yeah.
Only
Conventional.
few people tend to step out of the
But
conventional thing and try to do something out of the ordinary. Yeah, and even working tools for presentation is very different. In Nigeria, we're still drawing with hand. Especially in my school. Hey, I don't know why of all the schools I went to in Nigeria, is that school that I still drawing with hand when the whole world has gone like 10 steps ahead. People don't even just do like basic 2D 3D modeling anymore. People are
any
doing AR, VR, and really complex stuff. And we are still struggling with doing T-square and scale rule and all that stuff.
wow.
So yeah.
So will you say that like studies in Germany is overrated or it is what it's like? Where will you classify study in Germany as?
I think it's worth it. Yeah. I think it's worth it because for several reasons, of course, because these guys are like first world countries. So of course they are going to be giving us first rated information. It's
Yeah.
not to shade or to um, paint our own educational system, but it's just the fact.
Mhm.
So I think it's worth it. The educational system is really, really way ahead of what we have. And the teaching system, in my own opinion, I don't know for other courses, but at least in my own field, the,
Yeah.
the teaching system helps harness your creativity. So I think it's super worth it. And another thing is if you I feel if you graduate from a school here in Germany, you can survive anywhere in the world
Mm.
because yeah, you
You
can
survived.
just survive.
The stretch is top notch.
It's top-notch stress. Nobody can stress you beyond this.
I don't think so.
So I think if you have survived everything here, you can do just fantastic anywhere else. So I think it's worth it.
Okay, so one last question. Any advice to any intending students out there that is considering, oh, maybe should I go to Germany or not, maybe somewhere else? Like any advice?
So before I came to Germany, I used to make mouths in Nigeria that I don't like to travel abroad. What? I only want to travel when maybe for visits. Anything I need to do, I can get it done here in Nigeria. Well, because I had a I had what I would say is a good job, so I had everything going fine. I'm like, I don't need any other extra thing. Mama, dear. When
So
I was driving,
what prompted you to apply to study?
hey, it's man, no, it's my husband. So
You've been caught. There has been a cut.
my friends used to say I'll be lying to myself that I came to Germany to school. That is a lie, it's man.
You followed man. You followed mom. It was man. You followed.
I was on my own, jelly in my house, and they
Okay.
dragged me. So he came here to study as well,
Okay.
and at the time we were still dating, and I was like, this you're going abroad to study, it is going to do us a K-leg something. But he insisted on my coming to join him, and everything, and for some reason it made a lot of sense, even though in the beginning I didn't like the idea.
Yeah.
So after, in fact, my application, my everything, I was really on serious. He was one that did all the wahala for me. He was forcing me. You have gotten admission. Oh yeah, man, do this. I'm like, okay. So that's how I found myself here somehow. But now as I came here, all those maths I've been making before. My brothers and sisters.
What's it?
If you can travel, if you can live to study in Germany, please do that. It's like you can't even beat the experience, yeah. You can't even compare. It's you can't. That's all I can say. Like, it's the best thing to do because your horizon is broadened.
Yeah.
You get to meet different people from aside from what you're learning even in school. You get to meet, because it's an international country now. You get to meet a lot of people from different places.
Yeah.
You learn, you see life differently. In fact, there are some things that I didn't believe that I will now be
Open
maybe
to.
neutral towards or
Yeah.
open to that. Now I'm like, well, it happens. People do that.
Yeah.
You know. And somebody will be like, the African in you is living small. I say, my sister, it's has to live.
It's true. I'm a weakness. It's true.
If you're going to survive in this country, you have to be very open. And it's really good, yeah. And if you're lucky to be able to have like an internship place, for example, you are exposed to international workspace, because I see that a lot of these companies have a lot of international workers. So you have a broad perspective as to how people behave, not just in school setting or in life generally, but also how they behave in workspace. Yeah, like my internship place, like this, I've been here for just a month. Hey, God in heaven. And so, and every day I call my colleagues at home and say, people will not believe the new one that happened today.
Yeah.
So it has opened my mind
Totally.
so much to a lot of differences and a lot of things that can be achieved, that can happen, or that one should be open to. So I think it's a good thing.
Wow, we can go on and on and on.
Yeah, and I'm a
Thank you very
talkative.
much. So that this video does not go too long. It's already like 23 minutes or something like that. Thank you so much for coming,
Thank you.
Just stay with us. It's an honor to have you. And when outside is open very well, we'll not be doing Zoom, we'll be doing face-to-face like this. Okay, please do well to subscribe to our channel if you're not yet to, and show us some love. And all right, thank you so much. I hope you'll be able to get one or two things from our discussion. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye.